some other things that are splitting, notably
Wow.
the Tesla stock.
Wow.
And the
You guys are
Apple stock.
And the Apple stock.
Same
You guys
weekend.
are welcome.
Yeah.
That's nuclear fusion that splits
Fission.
things.
Fission.
Right? Oh crap! Sorry, fission. Sorry, that's what I was thinking. But
we
anyways.
wish we had nuclear fusion.
Correct. Well,
If you
I'm
have a
thinking
stock
in the
doing a
future.
reverse split, that's bad. It does happen.
Although I still love
Submerge.
the idea when Elon tweeted out about Tesla going private. I still would prefer that. I really would prefer companies to be private that need to do important things. Anyways, so the Tesla stock split last week-ish. The 28th, was it? 29th? Something like that?
Basically, it was the week Friday. After Friday, they split.
Right.
And so
Right. And so 5-1. So if you had one share, now you have 5, but it's your net value, how much you actually owned was the same in terms of dollar value, but you owned more shares. So the price went from $2,000-something to $400-something. And then it shot up. So the idea is you can let more people participate because $2,000 for one share is quite a bit. And if you're wondering how expensive stocks can be, go look up Berkshire Hathaway Class A stock. You'll
They've
see it's
never
kind of
split.
ridiculous. Yeah, they've never split. What is it, $200,000 for one share or something crazy?
Oh my god.
what?
And it's funny because I had a friend that got one share, Class A, for his wedding gift. And at the time, it was like $60,000. And even back then, that was like, whoa, no way.
Sure.
So anyways, 5-for-1 split. Now more people can participate in it. More people are into the stocks and they're doing the things and they're buying them. And the stock went up. I think it's been up and down since, as they do. What was Apple's split? It
So
wasn't
Apple
5
did
to 1, was it?
a 1-to-4 split, right?
Okay.
So Apple basically became the first company to reach $2 trillion in value, and so they did split same weekend. And my experience of it was that I actually have a bunch of stock, and I logged into my online portal over the weekend, and due to a bug, it displayed the old value of the stock multiplied by the new number of shares. So it looked like I was a ridiculous multi-millionaire. But sadly, Monday morning, Monday morning I went back to normal. But that's kind of cool because Apple's a big company and got a lot of stock in it.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
I'll just give my usual disclaimer. None of us are financial advisors. Please, we are currently all drinking alcohol, so please do not make financial decisions based on our ramblings.
I'm onto the
Okay?
60% alcohol now, so I'm really in trouble.
What's mine at? Mezcal is usually 48.4. I'm up there with you. But my whole thing, I don't know. Is it worth reiterating? I don't think people should buy individual stocks. I personally do not. I think it's a very risky maneuver. So if you guys are doing it, please be careful. Please talk to someone and know that you could lose all of it, all the money you put in. But if you are, trained and educated and you're spending, 9, 10, 12 hours a day doing it, then yeah, I think it's a viable thing. So my stance on it is invest in index funds and safe things and, try to be risk averse. But if you know what you're doing and you're willing to put that risk up there, then go for it. I personally am more of a fan of cryptocurrencies, but, so people would kind of mark those two things. I'm like, don't buy stocks, but buy crypto. They're like, you are a weird, hypocritical person.
Aren't those all going to get devalued now? All the new graphics hardware has been announced because new processing power.
Yeah, the whole that's a weird thing. And I mean, I understand how blockchain works and how Bitcoin is designed, but I do not know if all other cryptocurrencies are based on those same principles of, a timed release and all those kind of things.
Can you help us understand that, Scott? I feel like that's something you have a good insight on that I know nothing about. So
yeah. Well, it's kind of a weird thing. I mean, the whole concept is to create a new form of currency that is not essentially controlled or manipulated by people. That's the general idea. right? The whole Bitcoin thing was created out of the financial crisis. Like that's where it was. That was the notion was screw these guys. They're and they, are just messing with us
and going home.
And it always happens, right? So you see the Fed lower interest rates, or now they're talking about greater inflation. I mean, basically, currencies as we know them and how the world operates the rules are created by people, and we change those rules to suit whatever needs. And so the financial crisis here I guess global financial crisis really, but 2008, 2009, that's where Bitcoin was born out of. Like, let's create a system that's kind of designed by math and code instead of by people. But of course, I mean, well, and Scott, you've written software before. There's no such thing as bug-free software. There's no such thing as a system that doesn't have its own security vulnerabilities. So I don't know if one is better than the other, but I prefer to not invest in the one that's like controlled by, let's just say, rather less than stable billionaires.
Yeah, you did hear about the cryptocurrency that launched and then later basically died because of a bug in the software.
Sure. Yeah.
Just recently, due to a bug, they were allocating all the voting shares to a block that would be unable to vote.
Yeah.
And so
they installed the IMU upside down.
One.
They installed the IMU upside down. That's why it failed to launch.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So there you have it. Yeah. So the stock split, good for some.
We're not getting coin today.
But just be careful, people.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this clip from our show. If that's just not enough for you and you want to watch the full episode, you can go to olfpod.com/YT.
And if you want more from us, you can consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll get early access to episodes. You can join our awesome community. You can actually watch us record live and get your name in the credits by going to olfpod.com/Patreon.
So thanks everyone for watching. Check back every Friday for new clips here and new episodes on the main channel.
Thanks, everybody.